Here we go. Giannis starting us off with, as he always enjoys, a Lava Loon attack.
The Lava Loon with that queen a charge, but wants to grab this value over to the right side with his blimp. Looking to grab that multi-target Inferno really is to protect the queen's healers as the queen walks around here. Because the queen can't reach this section, the healers would be getting picked off, but he's waiting on the deployment just to be able to charge this queen in. And this is an attack that Repotted is known for. They love to use Lalo attacks, and I'm sure Train Station has scouting reports. They know exactly this. So let's see where they place their traps to try to defend and stop these charges.
Particularly the red air bombs is what I am most looking forward to. Giannis known for his Sui Lalo attacks, switching it up this time and going for that queen charge. He said they have prepared a lot for this event, which is obvious, but they did only compete a couple of days ago in the ESL Mobile Europe Finals, tipped to the attack. They've had two huge events in quick succession here, Carbon. Is that going to impact them?
Yeah, well, we're going to have to see if it is going to stop him. But the biggest question is what he's able to do with that queen charging towards the core, in towards the multi-target Inferno. But it does take out the Lava Hound here. Now, the King is popping the ability, is taking out this Town Hall. Oh, the Rage is down, but finally the Royal Champion being used on the top side.
It looked like he popped a bunch of red air bombs right next to the Battle Builder huts, but all is fine because it basically didn't do anything. His healers are protected, and he knows he's not going to run into a group of them with the Lava Loon, which you see deployed to that left-hand side. Headhunters running across next to the Eagle Artillery, and they will make their way to the Royal Champion. All looking good at the moment, but that multi-target Inferno could be difficult to deal with.
Yeah, that multi on the backside with some Teslas that are over by the air defense back there. And now with the Royal Champion trying to push her way through with a freeze. There's the ability, and he's got just under a minute left to try to help clean the rest of this up, Judo.
He's got the freeze, which he's used early to try and protect that Royal Champion because he has a balloon for that Wizard Tower on the back end. It is continuing to be distracted. And look at that. Very well composed to the end of the attack. Not even a smile on the camera, just dialed in right until the final moment. But exactly what we expected from Repotted Gaming in this opening attack. 3 stars to put the pressure on Train Station.
Well done. Was able to keep that queen, getting the value all the way through the middle and walking away with the first 3-star of this match for Repotted. Now Train Station's going to have to keep the momentum. They need to put up 3 stars of their own. We're looking at the Queen Charge Lalo, one of the attacks that they are so good with. They know exactly how to get that value with the Queen, and that blimp being used nice and early took out the multi-target Inferno, allowed the Queen to path their way to the middle, protecting those healers. Well done. That's first attack down. The nerves of something like this has got to be high, especially leading off the day here today in the last chance qualifiers. But Agent 33 is looking to put a 3-star on the board for Train Station, coming in with a Lalo attack himself, but involving no healers, taking a Sui Lalo here.
Yes, he does have the heal spell, which will be very useful towards the center of the base. We're seeing that quite a lot now with the Lava Loon attacks. And Agent 33, you might recognize from the Space Station roster. He has competed with them previously, Train Station Gaming being the sister clan, if you will, of Space Station Gaming. He never quite made it to this spot, but all is looking good at the moment for this attack, Carbon. Queen will shortly lock onto the Town Hall, and he should be able to make his way to the multi and the enemy Queen momentarily.
Yeah, with that Town Hall going down, the poison spell's actually being used onto the defending Queen to slow her down. Now the Lava Hound and Clan Castle's being lured, but the Queen is still... No. Oh, she's going down here. Yes, the Town Hall poison does just take her down, but the Royal Champion is slowly taking out this Lava Hound. Now needs to take out these pups, but the problem is no more poison spell for this.
Yeah, I think he mustn't have expected the Archer Queen to get much more than that Town Hall. He must have knew she was going to step into that region. Would have obviously been nice, but I think he's got pretty much all he wanted at that stage. The Stone Slammer should be able to get to that scatter shot relatively unscathed, but as I say that, there is a bunch of traps. Has the Tornado Trap popped, but hopefully whatever is inside can get into the dead zone of the scatter shot, as it does, and at least he knows he's not going to hit the Tornado Trap, for example, in the center of the base now.
Absolutely. Knowing that trap is out of the way, he can have these haste spells planned around, including a heal for potentially that multi-target Inferno on the backside, with the Warden ability pushing him through this scatter shot, perfectly protecting it. But we got to watch out for this backside. There is the heal, trying to get these balloons pushed off. The red airbomb field over there, but he's still able to continue the pathing around.
Fortunately, they were set off ahead of those balloons, weren't they? So he's got more than enough here. 2 balloons down to the bottom to clear that Archer Tower. I love the fact that he used the freeze spell there just to guarantee it went down and make sure that his cleanup is spread around the board. You could see the celebration because of the pressure on them. Arguably, Train Station Gaming being an underdog here within the tournament, but perhaps that adds more pressure, less pressure. It depends on how they see it. Either way, Agent 33 has rose to the situation. 3 stars, making sure this war is close from the beginning.
Absolutely. You need to be putting 3 stars early in the war. We've seen it yesterday, where if you don't put up those early 3 stars, then the war gets extremely out of hand. It's so difficult to catch up. The smallest mistake can cost you the war. But Agent coming away with the 3-star for Train Station. Well done there. And he knows his fair share of attacks, getting triples left and right. He knows what he's doing, but now can he try to help defend for Train Station? But Repotted, are they going to be coming in with another Lalo attack, Queen Charge? Because that is what they are known for. And yes, Lou coming in with that Lalo attack, not going in with the Queen Charge, sticking to more balloons here, and 3 Lava Hounds really provide some tanking. But just like Agent attack, he's taking a heal spell as well.
Yeah, we are seeing that quite a lot for the center of the base. Now, Lou does like the Sui Lalo. It is his favorite attack alongside a couple of his other team members. Like you said, Repotted, very proficient with the Lava Loon attack. Maybe that's something Train Station will have a trick or 2 up their sleeve. But I do want to say, at this early stage in the war, let's remember, the players have not had a long amount of time to plan. So I think already we are seeing that both teams are rising to the situation here. And so far for this attack, Carbon, Queen has taken down the Town Hall, Royal Champion, stripping apart that compartment on the right-hand side. All is looking pretty good at the moment.
It is, with the Clan Castle, though, now being lured over to the King, so he's going to get stalled up relatively quickly, but the poison spell is actually the headhunters over the wall, causing the King to run back around. We are going to see these Teslas down to the bottom side, not going down. If probably wanted the King to get a little bit more value there, because there was a little opening in the wall. But nonetheless, he's starting to Lalo, pushing straight into the defending Queen.
Yeah, not the end of the world there, to be honest, but I agree. I think he wanted the King into that compartment, so the Stone Slammer is going to have to take that out. Should actually help to guide it onto the central scatter shot, actually. But the Lava Hounds have really raced ahead here, Carbon, leaving the balloons a little bit vulnerable, so he is having to haste them through this area. But they are catching up pretty quick and soaring through this base.
What a Warden ability. The Queen was actually hitting that Warden there, but the perfectly timed ability through the scatter shot as the balloon split. But the problem is there is a defending Royal Champion. This is the biggest threat. Now the Warden does go down. Dragon Rider will get picked off by the single, but now can this RC clutch up these balloons? But there are so many left. I can only imagine this will just be overwhelming the base now, unless some crazy amount of traps affect them, and we're seeing a sinking air mine right there.
With the tornado trap, I was worried about red air bombs. I thought he was going to save the invisibility to turn the royal champion invisible and make sure the balloons did not hit her. Kind of happened in that situation, but you see with the balloons right next to the royal champion, they can turn around, knock her down, and he should be good here. More than enough balloons to take out the center of the base, keeping the pressure on train station. And what an opening to this matchup.
Absolutely. Coming away with another 3-star. And this is exactly what we want to see at this stage of the competition. These teams going back and forth, trading 3 stars for each other. Well done. And yet another triple coming from Lalo Attacks. We know the Lalo is so strong at the top level of Clash of Clans. The pros know how to use it. But not only is it strong, it is very risky. So you try it, it could backfire, could result in 1 stars if you don't have a way to secure the town hall, but they convert and their hit rates are so high with this Lalo attack.
They are doing very well at the moment, but casting our minds back to yesterday with QSFN, we know how good they are with the lava loon. They were caught out a couple of times by the defending bases of Athelion, so maybe that will be something that comes into play later on in the war. However, we have Hook now, who does like the Dragbat attack. This is his favorite strategy, using the Dragon Riders this time, though. And this is the attack that we seen from Badzinger in the previous qualifier number 6, where they used the Sneaky Goblins for the Town Hall, a hero dive with the Log Launcher, and then the Dragon Riders to clear out a section before bat-bombing the back end of the base.
Yeah, the big question, though, when it comes to Dragon Riders, you need to have a way to take down the defending Royal Champion and Queen. Since the Dragon Riders cannot target them, how are you going to be able to take them down? With your heroes, it's looking like that's the plan so far. Potentially come in with a Log Launcher to help assist the double Ice Golems, Warden, King, and Queen charge right through the core of the space, and he's sending the Sneaky Goblins to the Town Hall, and no traps. And the Town Hall did not go invisible, so he should be able to secure that. That was a little scary.
It was. It looked like that invisibility was... I mean, it was very close, wasn't it, to turning the Town Hall invisible. But I think he's got those 2... Oh, he's used the Headhunters, actually, which have ran across the Archer Queen. I thought he was going to send them in alongside the Dragon Riders from the south of the base, but perhaps I am wrong on that front, because the Eagle Artillery still stands, and that could be a bit of a problem. That is where he's going to be sending the Dragon Riders from.
He is. Now, with the Royal Champion coming into the bottom multi-target Inferno, remember, you want to take out as much splash damage as possible, but we got a little bit of a Tesla form that is popping next to the enemy Queen. Makes the Royal Champion invisible yet again. Uses 1 solo Dragon Rider to help take down the Wizard Towers. That's actually fantastic right there to help take down that splash damage.
That was beautiful, just to make sure that he can preserve the freeze spells for the other Wizard Tower. Now, play it safe, Hook. Continue to freeze that Wizard Tower. He does. I think that was a good call to freeze that, because 1 shot from the Wizard Tower can be dangerous, but I think he's froze that one early.
He does, but the air defense goes down. He's got a handful of Dragon Riders. They're going to be able to make their way through, and it looks like he still should have enough to get this done.
Beautiful job, really carving apart the base that time. I'm blown away by how well that worked and just how surgical it was to the different areas. I've got to be honest, I really like attacks where they pick apart compartments like that, one by one, and that was bravo, Hook. Take a bow. 3 stars, keeping the perfect streak alive for both of these teams.
Absolutely. The pressure is mounting even more with all these 3 stars coming in. It's all been air attacks so far, from Lalo to Dragon Riders. But it shows you the versatility of what these players can do, getting so much value with the Warden, King, Queen, charging into a core of the base. And that's exactly what he was doing, is dissecting, picking off the splash damage. Well done. Having the bats come on top of the scatter, because they can't hit the bats when it's in the circle radius right there. But now Repotted is again sticking to the Lalo with that Queen charge. Lalo here again. Now dropping the Queen near the Town Hall. The big question is, will she walk around the Town Hall, or does he want to charge in? Because there is a single target Inferno waiting right behind it. And let's hope that the queen doesn't go a wrong way, because we've seen it before, and the queen gets melted by a combination of clan castles and single target infernos.
We have seen that, and he has 5 super wall breakers. So looks like he's going to break the queen in just to the north area of the... Or I thought he was going to break her in above the town hall there, but
That's
actually is going to allow her to walk in. Do you think that's what he wants here, Carbon?
I don't think so. I think he wanted a wall break up top and then stay away from this bottom section, because there is an opening. I don't see the funnel down here. That's the question. So now he's reacting. That's my only question, is because of these open walls, it can really mess with the queen AI. And there was the update that was a little while ago that the queen was more likely to walk into a little open compartment like this. And she's doing exactly that. But the queen is going to be able to get through the single target inferno. So that is good. The CC was a little bit farther away. So now the town hall poison's gone. So he can take a sigh of relief. And now he's going to continue this charge towards the scatter shot.
Look at that wall break. It is perfect. Just allowing that Archer Queen through. I have to shout out the free spell he used a little bit before this as well, because that was gorgeous. Clan Castle troops onto the Queen, though. She's going down fast due to the Headhunters. Uses the freeze. Ability goes off, but he has managed to protect that Queen, thankfully.
He has, but the problem is you really rely on that Queen ability late in the raid to keep her up, especially through a lot of damage from expos, from inferno towers, scatter shots, especially the enemy heroes. But either way, starting off with the Lala from the bottom side of the base, there is the defending royal champion and the king down there, and his RC is going to path directly toward the scatter shot with an very early warden ability. Let's see if it's going to pay off here as the balloons split in different directions.
Yeah, I thought he was going to send the Battle Blimp through with the Warden ability, but just cutting across from the right-hand side. Obviously has the Royal Champion for that Sentry multi-target Inferno as well. And the wall break allows the King into not just the Wizard Tower compartment, but hopefully getting the multi here as well. He's still got an invisibility and the RC ability, but 38 seconds, Carbon. Things have to get going here. He's got a couple of troops to reinforce, but he could still get this.
Absolutely. The queen is even still alive, getting so much value on this backside of the base. If he didn't have this queen, it would more than likely be a time fail. But keeping that queen alive clutched up this raid. The king is just going down, but plenty of balloons. The minions go to the core, and he is breathing a sigh of relief. He was like, my queen went the wrong way, but he reacted on the fly and got another 3-star here for Repotted, who is perfect, and there is no fail in this war to kick off day number 2 of the last chance qualifier.
Showing you how good they are on offense. That was fantastic, the way he adapted. And when we asked Repotted how they prepared for this matchup, Klinge had one of the most interesting answers, I thought. He said that he is attacking in Titan League so as to not attack any of the train station players in Legend and give away any of his secrets. So I thought that was really interesting and clearly paid off in that attack for him.
Absolutely. The one thing is when you're in Titans League, you don't know if the enemy has all of their heroes up, or if they're, well, I mean, the heroes will be unless they're upgrading, things like that. But either Tupac says, all right, well, you guys are all going air, and I will as well. Coming in with that Zap Lalo, taking out that defending queen, the scatter shot, the bomb tower, a little bit in this bottom section to help set up a bit of a funnel. So Yeti's over on the far left side, over by the Archer Tower, which the Yeti should be able to jump the wall and help take that down. He wants to get this king to go in towards the top scatter shot here.
Yeah, it looks like he should walk into that compartment, has an ice golem out in front. Now with the delayed Royal Champion, means that she can add to the party. Would have liked the ice golem to get a little bit further, I think. Headhunter will help out in this compartment, and now you see the Archer Queen alongside the Super Wall Break. So just trying to merge these heroes together, try and get the Town Hall, and Clan Castle troops could cause a little bit of a problem here for his King and Royal Champion.
Yeah, the Royal Champion is going to get stalled up on this Lava Hound now, though. You would love to see a different CC in a case like this that could be taken out with Poison Spell relatively quickly, but that's not the case. And you know, these base builders test their bases against so many different attack strategies, including trying different clan castles. But he's charging with this queen. She's unfortunately looking like she's going to go down to these Lava Pups and the combination of the ground expo there, but the Lava Hound's leading the charge in. He did take out the enemy queen, so some of these balloons are going to path straight to the core, and they are splitting off a little bit here.
Yeah, he deployed just a couple at that 6 o'clock area to kind of split the lava loon in two, if you will. One of them moving forward with the stone slammer because he knows the grounded expos can't attack it. So hoping to just wipe out those two multi-target infernos. Meanwhile, we have a separate lava loon to this right-hand side, which is cutting through the compartment and the eagle artillery. Hopefully he can get those multi-target infernos down fast, though, because they are starting to be a little bit of a problem. But he's managed to freeze one just in time.
He has indeed. With one more invisibility spell, the Dragon Rider should actually get a ton of value through this backside of the base, but the Warden is tanking some shots, and he's going to go down, so now he has to use... Oh, no. The Dragon Rider pulls a double Seeking Air Mine through here. Make that King invisible so that the minions don't target him anymore. Or is he going to wait? What is he going to do here? Yes, there it is. Now they're going to go to the storage, but they need to make their way over to the air defense. They do. They split. But the AD is staying up. The King...
It's full health. Can they get through? If he'd have turned the King invisible earlier, they might have gone straight to the air defense rather than the storage. They're getting picked off one by one. It is so... Look at the health on that air defense. Are you kidding me? Oh,
jeez.
So close.
The King. Oh, and then there's the tornado trap and some red air bombs. And man, I guess the saying really goes, the King is indeed the best air defense in the game. He just tanks all of your shots and just lets the rest of the defenses pick them off one at a time. And a 98%. You are 2 buildings short of repotted through 3 attacks. So it is still anyone's war here. Even just a fail from Repotted has to be a 98 or a 99, and Train Station with a 3-star could bring this one back, but Repotted is looking to keep the 3 stars rolling in.
They certainly are, and as harsh as it is, the smallest margins do make the biggest difference here at this high level. It was a brilliant attack. Like you said, percentage is very high, though, so there's still a lot of pressure on Timtastic here, using the Blizzard to start out. This is his favorite attack strategy, although I have seen him using the mass rocket balloons quite a lot in the ESL Mobile Open Europe, so I was kind of hoping I might see one of those attacks from him, but the Blizzard so far doing exactly what he expected.
Yeah, grabbing that value, pulling this Lava Hound off to the bottom side of the base, looking to help take this down. Is that the Royal Champion? Yes, down south at 6, will end up using the Poison spell once this Hound does pop. And notice he has the Unicorn, which is also healing up this Royal Champion through the Lava Hound slowly. But we do have the Town Hall on the far right side. Is this where he's going to want to actually send some heroes? Or he's just going to lollo straight over it looks like at this point.
Yeah, I was wondering whether he was sending the Queen into that area, despite it being very defense-heavy, but it looks like all of the heroes are deployed down to this bottom area. Royal Champion nicely getting the multi-target Inferno. King was tanking long before the Queen was deployed. He should be able to get that Eagle, and I think he's hoping to cut the Royal Champion into that central multi, but she's not quite going there yet, and I'm not sure that's going to happen anymore.
I don't know. With this Eagle pulling the RC up top towards this ground expo, does have 3 more invisibilities to use for the Royal Champion through to the multi and to the enemy Queen. Oh, pops the ability, skips across.
Ability too.
No, he makes him invisible now, but the Royal Champion is not pathing to the multi in the middle.
It is not. I don't think he expected to get the scatter shot up at the top, to be honest with you. So at least that is a bonus for this Lava Loon, but he does have to be careful of that central multi. But like you said, here is the Lalo direct into the Town Hall, and he's got to make sure the spells are on point here, because you have to haste behind the Town Hall so you can get all of those balloons out of the poison. Thankfully, the tornado trap did indeed go off and wasn't there when the balloons approached the Town Hall, but due to the Grand Warden ability, he's pushed them through that area nice and safe.
Absolutely. So many balloons, and was able to utilize that freeze spell, not only the freeze to Town Hall, but also the sweeper at the exact same time. So that was brilliant.
Oh my God.
To push his way right through the base. And look at all these balloons remaining, absolutely crushing this one right here. Beautiful attack from Repotted. And yet again, putting up another 3-star. That is why Repotted is coming in as one of the favorites to get a golden ticket from the last chance qualifiers. And we said they are known for the Lalo attacks, and all their hits so far have been 3 stars with the Lalo.
I love the reactions on the player cam from them. They are very dialed in. Just another day at the office for Timtastic. Very calm towards the end of that. But there were so many balloons left over. He might have been able to start another attack with the amount of balloons that were alive at the end of that one. So really, mentally, I think putting even more pressure onto Train Station. They have really impressed me thus far, to be honest with you, but it is team captain Jethro who needs the 3-star to keep them in this.
Yeah, Jethro's looking to come in with the another Dragon Rider bat attack strategy. And what did we learn from the previous one we saw? Well, Sneaky Goblins take out the Town Hall, and then some spring traps down there. Maybe they were expecting an attack like this. And now he doesn't have... Oh, Giant Bomb.
Not got many left.
He doesn't. I don't know if 8 is enough to take out a Town Hall here. Uh-oh.
He's going to have to send a bunch into that Dark Elixir storage. Then he's going to have to hope that these Sneaky Goblins can check for traps, but they will not. So he's only got 5, and the front area of the Town Hall has not been checked. He's risked it.
Oh, small bombs. He does have to use another invis, right? Yep, he has to use 2 invisibility spells just to be sure to secure the Town Hall. Well done there. Now we can start with the rest of the attack. But notice, it did take 1 minute off the raid to help secure the Town Hall here.
At least he will be breathing a little sigh of relief due to there only being a small bomb in that area. It could have been a lot more dangerous than that, but look at this strong push now towards the top of the base. This huge compartment, hoping that the heroes will get through all of this, and even towards that central multi-target Inferno is the target.
With that log launcher opening the core towards the middle multi, the Lava Hound is out. Going to slow down the Queen once she gets anywhere close to the Hound here. Dragon Rider's coming off from the left side, moving in towards these Teslas, the cannons, and the scatter shot with the defending Queen over there. That's going to be a problem unless his Queen goes to... Yes, his Queen picks off the enemy Queen before locking onto this Lava Hound now. But his Dragon Riders have almost just disappeared.
They have. Thankfully, the Royal Champion on the right-hand side has taken down the Wizard Tower and the Scatter Shot, so he can drop the bats on the left Scatter Shot. As he does, then he's only got the 1 Wizard Tower to deal with, but there's still a lot of defenses, and he needs to hope the bats will start taking them down to relieve damage off his heroes so that he has enough time.
Yeah, the Royal Champion's trying to do as much as possible here. The Queen is actually still up. She'll make her way through and help me take down the single, and they should time this perfectly for the Wizard and the Arch Tower. Look at the timing. Now the bats are coming around. He's going to have to use Freeze this Wizard Tower one more time. Oh no. He was a little late there, so he lost a few bats. But
I'm surprised he still has some left over, to be honest. I thought it was very late. But thankfully for Jethro, some of them survived. They are stuck on that storage. Yeah. Can he actually get down across? He's got some minions that will fly across. 10 seconds. Do not tell me this is going to be a 99.
No,
come on, minions.
Workshop at the bottom.
I know.
Oh.
It's going to be a 99.
90.
Oh, it's 98. I thought they were going to get the storage.
Jethro, what a nice try right there. But now they're going to be down by 2 stars with a 98% fail, and then another 98% fail. 4 buildings from being tied up in this war. And to think that 4 buildings is the difference between 2 stars in a war like this is absolutely insane.
Brutal indeed, but hey, we have seen even closer matches. Let's not remind Itsu of that when he comes on the stream, because there has been the closest of margins. But right now, for Repotted Gaming, they are 2 stars in the lead. Just a 2-star will give them the victory, but the perfect war, if he 3 stars here, Vendetta, would mean they send a strong message to 11 Original, their German counterparts who they would be going up against next.
Absolutely. With the blimp starting off in towards this section to the left side of the Eagle Artillery. Look at all these ground skeletons that did just get pulled near the Town Hall compartment. So this Queen will be able to help take that down. Poisons down nice and early, which will help take these skellies and the Ice Golem. So he's going to be taken quite a bit of time actually through this. And the healers are getting frozen at the same time. So he's gonna have to rage. Oh no, he has to freeze. And the queen ability was forced due to the unfortunate ice golem pathing.
Oh, I thought he protected the queen ability there, but unfortunately not. Will that come back to get him? With Hog Riders being the method of choice here, it is definitely something completely different to what we have been seeing so far. Now, with the Archer Queen tanking the Expo down to the bottom here and obviously taking that out, or to the top, sorry, by the Town Hall, it does mean the King will have a much easier job getting into the Town Hall. But look at the Hog Riders across that left-hand side. He's forced to use the Grand Warden ability due to the giant bombs, and he's already lost a couple to spring traps in that area.
He has, but that rage spell really pushed these headhunters through the defending king and the enemy queen, perfectly pathing around. Another rage being used for these hogs for the scatter into the ground expo. The queen is still up. The world champion's got her ability, getting fantastic value, but the king does just go down, but securing the town hall. Now, can this world champion finish off the rest of this base with her ability here?
He should be able to ping through that right side area pretty successfully. And the Archer Queen, unfortunately, going to the center of the base would have been helpful if she went across to the right. Although for time, it might actually be helpful for him. He's still got a minion, which I would suspect he would use up at the top of the base. Now, yes, he does. Royal Champion moving across. Can she get through this area and give them the perfect war? They've already won this, but with 35 seconds remaining, can he close out and get the 3 stars?
Well, with the Warden, he finds the tornado trap, turns around to try to help the queen get through the wall here. And the Warden's the one actually pulling all of these ground traps, which was all placed on the bottom side of the queen. She can help clear the rest of this. She's got plenty of health and the healers on her. Now it's just a matter of the minion and headhunters jumping over the wall with the wizard, taking out the barracks. With 10 seconds left, the queen is getting the 98, and there it is. The 3-star again for Repotted, which means that they went perfect here in the first war. The wildcard teams are showing up here, putting up amazing scores.
They certainly are. I did say prior to this war, they were my favorites for this entire thing, and showing you why. 15 stars. As impressive as Train Station have been, they've obviously not been a match for Repotted Gaming. 15 stars, and I think that is their main strength. Repotted Gaming are so good at attacking that often, even if they just get 1 or 2 defenses, it is enough. But let's see what John can do to finish off here. Walk Train Station Gaming away with the heads held high, diving into the Town Hall to start with the... Does he have the Super Wizard? Yes, he does.
Yes. He does have those super wizards. You notice he did a late invisibility spell because he's probably only taking 3 super wizards into his blimp because he wanted to test for all of the traps in this section, because there was probably a bunch of barbarians and goblins that came out due to the timing. He knew that he could just get away with being a little bit slower there and try to get that value. So the town hall has been secured, but the problem is, you drop the blimp there. You want to also get everything around the town hall, and it doesn't look like he was able to do that. Just one building, and the town hall went down. Was it worth it? We'll have to see.
Yeah, he could have arguably just dove the, sneaky goblins into that area, couldn't he, for what he got, and saved onto the spells. So I definitely agree with you. Perhaps he could have got better value, but the heroes are successfully getting into that bottom compartment, has managed to pop the tornado trap, so knows the dragons aren't going to have to deal with that up at the top area. But can he get a good split through the Inferno towers in the center of the base here? Looking like he should be able to.
Yeah, with the dragons pushing their way straight in, with the dragon rider moving to the multi, we do have the single target Inferno doing a havoc right here onto the dragon and picking these guys off one at a time. Now making the, was he a little late on his royal champion to help protect her with the invisibility spell? She did go down. We do have a back and air defense here that is going to be picking off these dragons, and there's so much in front that's protecting this air defense that these dragons just won't be able to push through.
No, they will not. And he's got nothing to reinforce that back end of the base, has he? So unfortunately for Train Station, it is going to be the 12 stars that they leave with. They have put on a great performance. They have qualified and deserve to be here, but Repotted Gaming showing that they mean business. Remember, it is a single elimination bracket. So one defeat and you are out. Repotted Gaming have the toughest job out of the clans, obviously being in this first round, having to win 3 matches, but it is 1 down, 2 to go for